Well, as children across Calgary get ready to return to school, parents are being asked to put aside hundreds of dollars for this year's school fees. But there is a bit of relief. No major fee hikes this year. Plus, there are quite a few ways to save money. Joining me now to help you budget for the new school year is Christine Wiley. She's an accountant based here in Calgary and our money columnist. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you, Brian.
So first off, I just wanted to break down the fees because they are slightly different between the two major school districts in Calgary.
They are, yes.
Okay, so the difference between the public side and the Catholic side.
Okay, so on the public side, we actually are down a little bit on the transportation fee from what had been proposed in the budget. So it's coming across now as $300 per child in transportation. However, on the CSSD side, the Catholic School Board, it's $270 per child to a maximum of $540.
Okay.
And then the noon supervision fees, those have averaged around $250. It depends on the age of the child, and that's under the CBE. But under the CSSD, it's $80 maximum per child to a maximum of $160 per family. So definitely a little bit better off on that side.
Okay, so many expenses at this time of year for parents. So what sort of advice do you have for people who can try and sort of ease the pain from these fees, because everything is due right away?
That's right. That's always the problem. It always happens all at once. So review, your situation with your children. How many of these are going to impact? Do you have the yellow bus transportation? Do you have the activity fees, the resource fees, band, all of these? Go through those expenses and determine, how many of them can be paid over a period of time. There are some that you have the option to pay in, kind of after the Christmas time. Some of my clients have actually used their child benefit, the monthly payment that we get for our children under 18, and using that as an amount to allocate towards these expenses.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know there was that option to spread it out, so that would really help.
It definitely would, yes.
Okay, so what about on the tax side? Are any of these deductible?
Yes, thankfully. The noon supervision fees do qualify as a child care expense, and both boards will issue you tax-deductible receipts for your children. So you can put those together with your day-home provider if you have that and claim those on your income tax. And then we have the transit passes. So if you have to purchase the transit passes to get your child to school, the public transit, that is a deductible item on your income tax as well.
Okay, so what are some of the other surprises that could catch parents off guard?
I think it's the supply list. That used to get me all the time. It would be the endless list of all of the Kleenex and all of the various things that you need. So there are some options here. Definitely buying in bulk, maybe comparing your list together with your friends, neighbors. There's some opportunities to buy some of those items in bulk. And of course, our dollar stores are always a good option.
Yeah, and do they really need 50 erasers to start the school year?
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
So what are some options then for people who are facing financial hardship? What can they do?
Okay, so there's a really well-documented waiver system on the CBE website. So in a nutshell, if you are receiving social assistance or if your child is in receipt of the child benefit, there are some forms that you can fill out that will help you out with those fees. There's a couple of other situations that you can review on the website. But the same between the CBE and the CSSD is if you are facing financial difficulty, you can talk to your principal on a case-by-case basis. He does have the option to arrange for payment options, defer fees, or completely waive them.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Christine.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Good advice as always. Christine Wiley is the owner of A1 Accounting and Business Solutions here in Calgary.
Thank you.